offense taken, man.
These things got to fly out of here. I'm Doug with America's Best Restaurants, and we travel the country coast to coast to find restaurants that you should dine at on a weekly basis, like Trifecta BBQ. We're in Frankfort, Kentucky, the state capital of the great state of Kentucky, and I'm going to show you 3 menu items that you have to have when you're in Frankfort and you come to Trifecta. We're also going to have a couple brewskis on display because you can't have barbecue without brewski. You're going to meet Tony, the guy who created this place. In a little tease, everyone has a story on how they started cooking. This dude started at the age of 6, and it's like a real life Home Alone. I'm not kidding. You want to find out more about Tony and the food and his little Home Alone? Why don't you come with me? Let's go inside and check out Trifecta. Hey, we're back, we're inside. I mentioned 3 items and a couple brewskis. Well, that's what we have. By the way, this is Tony. I mentioned him outside. He's the owner, operator, creator of Trifecta. So before we get into the backstory, Tony, let's go in number 1, this massive plate that we're looking at. What are we looking at here,
Okay,
man?
number 1 is our Trifecta. And this is called the Trifecta Combo Platter. And we featuring some pulled pork today, some pulled chicken, brisket, mac and cheese, and of course some collard greens.
So, oh yeah. I'm going to ask you a lot of questions so I can keep eating.
Okay. And by the way, that sauce that you got there, that's our number 1 sauce. We make our own sauces here. We have 4 of them. That's called Awesome Sauce, which is really popular.
So I would imagine this is like the go-to plate. This is probably what you sell a lot of.
Out of my combo platters, yes. Yes, the 3 meat.
All right, solid. Now, I want to ask you, we've shot so many episodes, and we love hearing the background of how people started.
Okay.
How you started cooking is a new one for me, man. At 6 years old,
Yes.
you got left behind at Easter and decided to cook for yourself like the movie Home Alone. So please tell us that story. What happened?
So we lived right next door to my grandmother, my parents and I and my sister. And I had getting ready for church. My shoes were too small, so I couldn't go to church with them that Sunday. So my mother thought I was home at my grandmother's house. Well, my grandmother thought I went to church with my mom. I was home alone, and I decided to cook Easter dinner.
At 6.
At 6. And I fried some chicken. I tried to make some instant potatoes, but it didn't turn out well. And then some corn. I'm pretty sure it was corn. But when my sister got home, she came through the door, and the first thing she said was, "Something smells good in here." I knew I'd done it right.
So obviously you've grown up, you've done more cooking. What was the influence for the barbecue side? This is really good. Obviously you weren't cooking barbecue at 6, but
No,
what was the influence?
I actually had 2 influences, and they were all uncles. So originally, when I was in North Carolina, I remember going over to my grandmother's house once, and it was pouring down rain, lightning, thunder, and one of my uncles was saying, "You remember those little round grills back in the day?" My uncle was standing out there with one of those and an umbrella cooking, and I was like, man, he's got heart.
I love it.
And then when I moved to St. Louis, my wife at the time, her cousin came over, and I was trying to barbecue on the grill, and he said, "No, man, that ain't how you do that." And he started giving me some pointers, and once I tasted that smoky flavor in there, I was hooked. So I just started playing around with different woods until I came up with my own combination.
Got it.
And the rest is history.
A lot of love in barbecue, man,
Yes, sir.
because it takes patience.
Yes, it does.
That is good. Love
Thank
the
you.
greens too. I've sampled about everything. I'm going to come back to the brisket. Okay, item number 2. You mentioned like this is your baby right here.
That's the Holy Grail.
Okay, what are we looking at?
So we're looking at turkey ribs.
Okay.
which I've been playing with those since about 2012. My best friend at the time had moved from St. Louis to Dallas, Texas. And he called me one day and he said, "Hey man, I got something you've got to try." And at that time he was doing car shows and events and stuff. So I went down there for his wedding and he introduced me to him. And to be honest, I wasn't impressed because that particular day they had sat, it got cold.
Yeah.
I didn't like it. So he was very adamant. So the next day when he got up, he made me some, gave me a piece that was hot and fresh. And I got hooked instantly.
You don't see, at least I haven't seen turkey a lot at a lot of different barbecue places.
Right.
So this is unique.
And on top of that, what really makes it unique is that, as you can tell, it's super moist. Most time when you hear turkey, you're thinking some type of gravy, because it's usually kind of dry and so forth. This is really moist and full of flavor. To be honest, it really doesn't need sauce.
No, well, you put the sauce in my face. I didn't want to offend you, but this one, no sauce.
No offense taken, man.
These things got to fly out of here.
They do.
That is good.
And when I run out, believe me, they let me know they're not happy.
What? Customers let you know they're not happy? Dude, that is solid.
Thank you.
Kudos on that one.
Appreciate it.
All right, item number 3. What are we looking at?
So item number 3, we're looking at your main staple of any barbecue restaurant, pulled pork.
Okay.
Which we smoke for 12, 14 hours. And I use a blend. I use 2 different types of wood, cherry and hickory.
Okay.
That's what, to me, it's not really heavy. It's not over smoked, as I call it.
Yeah.
But you know it's there.
I'll let Austin have this.
Okay.
See, I've eaten. I'll be nice to Austin.
We'll be fair. Yeah. And then it came with the baked beans, which a lot of people call our baked beans dessert because I cook them in. And then
okay, I'm going to eat the beans. Never mind that. You can't tell me that.
Yes, sir. A little different flavor in there.
A little different flavor.
Yeah.
That's good.
Thank you.
Caught me off guard a little bit.
Yeah. So we have a lot of vegan customers that come in, mainly because I don't cook my sides with any meats at all. It's just organic and regular seasonings, but I don't use any like pork or anything like that when I'm cooking. So
nice.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
We have a lot of vegans come in, a barbecue joint. Imagine that.
And we got a couple beers here.
So yeah, these are my guys, Sig Lusher and West Six, which are local breweries here, and they're both very popular and really good beers. This is an IPA, actually, and then this is a Pilsner by Sig Lusher, and we sell quite a bit of them with this food. So.
Beer goes with barbecue.
It does.
All right, excellent.
And so this is blues. That's why we got the stage behind.
Excellent. Yeah, got stage. You've got blues. You've had comedians.
Yes.
So
sir.
it's like a little entertainment complex.
It's a little. Yes. Yes, it is.
Tony does it all. So if you're in the Frankfort area, this is a place you need to be at on a weekly basis. If you're traveling to or from, it is the state capital, for heaven's sakes. Maybe you're coming through. This is a place you need to visit. Put it on your GPS. So how can people find you? Online? Website?
We do a lot of posting on Facebook.
Good.
Facebook, and I'm just getting into the TikTok, which it's a little different. But TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and then of course Trifecta BBQ.com.
Perfect. They also have a full listing right here at americasbestrestaurants.com. Click the subscribe button below, subscribe to the channel, and you'll get updates. So we're going to dig into some more food, chill out with Tony, maybe crack open one of these. Who knows? Why not?
We still got to talk about desserts, man.
Desserts?
Yeah.
Wait a minute. I was wrapping up. Now you drop desserts on me.
Well, let's wrap up and I'll show you what I'm talking about.
That sounds good. Well, you want to find out about desserts, you just need to come here and check it out. We're going to eat, learn about desserts. Until the next episode, we're out.